Hello and welcome to my video, lesson 5.2 on angle constructions. So we're going to learn how to draw an angle, and it would be the same thing if you're measuring an angle, but it's kind of skipping a couple steps. So these are the steps here. We're going to do them together. However, my protractor is pasted on the page and there's nothing I can do to change it. So you have to lift it off and put it on as the steps say. So anyways, start with your protractor off the page, and you're going to put a small little dot wherever you want on your page. For me, it's right here because that's where you're going to put your protractor in a moment. So put a dot down. That's going to be the corner of your angle. So that's your angle. Your dot's going to end up being here. Okay, so put a dot, then add the 0 line. So ideally you're using a ruler. Ideally I'm using a ruler. And that's my 0 line. Now it's really important that you have it all exactly lined up. Otherwise it's inaccurate. No, that's not good. That one's not right. That's probably going to be pretty good. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so you get your 0 line. So that's these two steps. So far, you haven't used your protractor. Now you're going to place your protractor on your page just like I have it shown right now. So the little dot is going to line up in that corner, and your 0 line has to be exactly on the line. So this line has to be exactly on top of the line that you drew. So once you have those two things lined up, you're going to mark a line at the location that you want. So for example, if I'm trying to draw a 60-degree angle, then I would start, since I'm starting at 0, I count up from there. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then I mark at the 60. So you can't mark underneath the protractor, so you just mark right above it. So like that, at the 60-degree mark. Then you remove the protractor and draw the link, the line. Whoops. There you go. Draw the line. So now you remove the protractor and use, either you can use the back end of the protractor, or you can use a proper ruler, and you draw the line. And lucky for me, look, my ruler has a little marking that tells me how many degrees I've gone. So it tells me that I'm at 60 degrees. So it agrees with our protractor, which is awesome. So this is our constructed angle. We drew an angle starting at 0 and making our way up to 60. So that is this angle right here. That's 60 degrees. All right, so the other part of this is that you can bisect an angle. That means cutting an angle in half. The word bi means two. So like bicycle means two circles, 2 wheels, 2 tires. Tricycle means that there's 3 circles or 3 wheels. All right, so in this case, this is 2. We're cutting it into 2 equal parts. 2 equal parts. Well, currently we have 40 degrees here. So how would we cut it into 2 equal parts? Well, each part would have to be 20 degrees. So let's do that in purple. Okay, so now we have a 20-degree angle down here and a 20-degree angle up here. So using a protractor, using this method up here is the best because usually what we have with us. But there is a compass method. So if you've ever seen a compass, it's one of those things that has a spike here and then a pencil on this side. So you're able to make sure that the gap in between them is the same the whole way through. So that way you can start in the middle, put your pointy part down there, and then start with your pencil, and you can make a full circle, right? A perfect circle. Here, let's actually make a perfect circle. So it's going to start there and go all the way around. Okay, perfect circle. So that is what a compass is for. But a compass can also make a partial circle. So it could just make the edge up here if you wanted of our circle. Okay, and that would be perfectly fine as well, showing a partial circle. So if you wanted to bisect an angle with with a compass, you can do that. Let's pick a different number. Let's go with 50. Okay, so you can do that by starting at the point with your pointy part, pointy, and then draw a partial circle from here to here using your compass. Okay, and then don't change your compass, don't adjust any settings, because this distance from here to here is what you're going to use again from here to here and from here to here. So now you're going to have your pointy part here and pointy part there in order to draw the other lines. So now you're going to start here and you're going to draw a line going around like this. Okay, and you're going to start over on this corner and draw a line. So your pointy part again is in these sort of corners here, but again, my drawing is not great, but it can kind of show it. Let's try it again. All right, so now you can see where these two parts meet. That is where you need to draw your line. So where those two parts meet. So now what you can do is take your ruler, and I didn't do a great job, so it's not going to line up perfectly because it should be 25, but it was actually fairly close. Wasn't too far off. It's like 23 degrees. It should have been 20. Whoops, should have been 25. So not too shabby. So realistically, you wouldn't probably draw the entire thing. So let's just erase the parts you wouldn't have drawn. Okay, so it would have looked something like that. All right, I hope this video helps you understand how to make angles and also bisect them. Good luck.